My name is Greg Bird. I'm the Associate Department Head, and it's my honor to introduce our student speaker, Bradford Ingersoll. Bradford was born in upstate New York, but considers himself a North Carolinian, having grown up and spent most of his life locally in Apex. Bradford transferred to NC State after graduating with a 4.0 from Wake Tech, where he received an associate's degree in applied science studying simulation and game development. At NC State, he has maintained a 4.0 GPA and is graduating from the ECE dual degree curriculum, both electrical and computer engineering, with highest honors, and as a valedictorian for the class of 2015. Bradford is currently one of the mentors for the Network Application Monitoring Senior Design Project with the ECE Senior Design Program. Upon graduation, he's been accepted into the Master of Science in Computer Networking program, so we're happy we're going to keep him here for a while, and starting in the spring 2016 semester. So please welcome Bradford Ingersoll.
Well, good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Bradford Ingersoll, and it is a blessing and my privilege to welcome you all again to this fall 2015 ECE commencement exercise. Now, it was mentioned before, but I'd like to take a moment personally to thank all of the family, the friends, the loved ones, and everyone who's here today, and even those who couldn't be here today to support us graduates. So can we please thank everyone here? We graduates want you to know that though we may not act like it, your support today and throughout our time here is not lost on us. But let's keep it real. Is there really anywhere else you would rather be right now than at this graduation? No, I don't think so. Because there's something about an ECE graduation it's something in the air, something electrifying, to say the least. In fact, I think most of these graduates, actually probably all of them, hopefully, could quantify that value for you if you'd like, but we'll save it for another day because we're here to celebrate these graduates. So to do that, I want to spend some time looking back and reflecting on our time here as ECE students, NC State students, and then transition towards the end of my speech to look forward towards the future as I close out. One of the first things we learn as students at any college, but particularly as engineering students, is the importance of choosing the right class with the right professor. And no, I'm not referring to the right class, the right professor based on the wonderful grade distribution tool that's on my PAC portal. But no, I'm just referring to the importance that a professor has in what we as students will take away from a class, or even how we view the material. When we think back as ECE students, it's true that what might stand out will be a certain topic we've learned, maybe something like the Taylor series. But odds are when we look back, it's going to be the people we remember. Maybe we'll look back and we'll remember the Townsend series. You know, it's the 20211 class that set the foundation for our ECE development as undergraduates. Or maybe you'll look back and you'll remember the day that you learned Java is sexy, and it's stuck with you since. Now, and I'm also not referring to the way that Port City Java has given us caffeine and rose-tinted glasses to make sense of all the letters and numbers in our homework. No. Perhaps for the graduate students and PhDs, maybe it's that professor that helped you along with your thesis, maybe the one that helped you decide what to research or what not to research for that matter. I know for me personally, I learned why they say the bird is the word after I took 3 different courses with Dr. Bird covering a variety of topics, and in each one got the same amazing level of topic coverage and just knowledge from it. So I don't know who it was from the faculty and staff, but graduates, I think we can take a moment to appreciate the ECE faculty and staff for making us the greatest department here at NC State. Can we do that? Hey, but their work here is done. Well, on us at least. You guys have to show up for spring semester, I'm sorry. Now it's our turn as graduates. We get to go out into this world and make waves. But how are we going to do that? Funny thing is, with all that we've learned here at the ECE department, skills and knowledge, honestly, what you think you might be doing today is probably not what you're going to be doing in a few years. For some of you, you might go out and work for powerful companies that are going to change the way that we power our devices or even change the grid that supplies it. Others of you might go to create robots the size of pinheads that will probably one day take over the world, but we'll worry about it when we get there. Others of you might finally create a car that can follow a black line without veering off course and spinning in circles. While we may go our separate ways after this week, again, it's not so much about what we learned, though that is important, but rather it's about the people we've met during our time here. You see, when I started here at NC State, my decision to pursue ECE went something along the lines of this. Well, I like computers, and I can get 2 degrees for just close to about 1 degree. Sign me up. See, I had no idea what I wanted to do. And I can safely say, though, that over these past few years here at NC State, I have found my passion, and that passion is in networking. And while I do work for Cisco, the #1 IT company and networking company in the world, and while I am going to pursue my master's in computer networking here at NC State, it's not actually computer networking that I'm referring to. No, my passion lies in the idea of networking, this idea of connecting the unconnected. You see, throughout my life, my career, my time here at NC State, my family, my friends, relationships, it's all been defined by one thing, these connections. It's the network that I've built and that I'm continuing to build day in and day out. And I think that's what we need to remember as we go forth from today. Because you might be sitting next to someone, they're gonna work in a completely different field from you, maybe they'll work in a completely different part of the world from you, but sitting next to you is a fellow member of the NC State Wolfpack and a fellow ECE alumni. So, as we celebrate and turn down for what, like only us ECE students can, I want you to think about this. The ECE curriculum here at NC State is constantly updating itself in order to remain current in our ever-changing field of engineering. And because of that, every single one of us sitting here has been given the opportunity to make a potential difference in the world we live in today. And we know that those two things combined means that we have been given true power. Thank you all, and congratulations, Fall 2015 graduates.
Okay, so now we're at the point where we start giving out degrees.